I'm joined by Jim Ginder, Health Education Specialist for the Hamilton County Health Department. Good afternoon, sir.
Good morning.
So we've been having all these conversations with the health department about COVID, but we're having to turn our attention to some other topics now, and some not so pleasant. You guys are hearing about a new opioid in the Midwest. Tell us about it.
Correct. So we have a new drug that we're seeing in lots of our people who've taken their life via drug overdoses. And the new drug is a new opiate that's out on the market. And what it does is we kind of look at the data and we find that a lot of people who have overdosed, this drug has shown up in their system through the toxicology labs. And the drug is called isothiazine. And what this drug is, it's a cousin of fentanyl. It's actually 10 times more powerful than fentanyl is. In the last 3 or 4 overdoses that I've investigated to do psychological autopsies on, this drug has been in their system, and it's classified as a designer opiate, which the toxicology labs don't have a algorithm for it. They're actually working on the algorithm to do this drug test as well too. So the drug is kind of interesting. When you look at it, it just looks like a white pill. And a lot of people who are using heroin and fentanyl and also cocaine have no idea that the drug is actually cut or added into the drug as well too. As I mentioned, we know it's actually powerful than fentanyl is. And when it comes to giving Narcan, we know that Narcan may or may not work. It's just that if we give Narcan, we may have to give 3 or 4 doses for it to work. And unfortunately, the outcome of this drug is usually cardiac arrest and respiratory arrest, and also death as well too. What's really sad about this drug is a lot of people who are heroin abusers or cocaine abusers or fentanyl abusers don't know that this drug has been cut or mixed in with the other drugs as well. Currently, this drug is not scheduled by the DEA, so there's no medical use for this drug either. And a lot of times people get this drug via the dark web as well too. So it's really hard to figure out where this drug is coming from. And again, the DEA is working on a schedule for this drug. I probably can estimate this drug will be a Schedule 1 drug when the DEA does come out with their new drug classifications or the new drug schedules as well.
Yeah, you mentioned that there's no medical use for it, but yet it's being advertised as being legal, and that's just because it's on the black web, correct?
Correct.
So don't be fooled by that.
Correct, exactly. Because it's not scheduled by the DEA, and the DEA says there's no medical use for this drug here in the US. But outside the US, there could be some uses, but not here in the US.
So what are your biggest concerns with this particular drug, the potency of it?
Yeah, that's a great question, the potency of it, and are people who are those individuals who do abuse heroin and fentanyl and cocaine, that they don't know that they're getting this drug, and they may think that they're just getting their heroin and fentanyl or cocaine or their drug of choice, but they're also getting this drug as well too, and not knowing the outcome of this new drug.
Signs and symptoms, if you've got a loved one that you know may be struggling with drug abuse, are the symptoms for this particular drug any different than others?
No, that's a great question. They're the same as an opiate overdose, so respiratory arrest, cardiac arrest, because it is in the same family as an opiate. So it kind of follows the same guidelines as well too.
Any final warnings about this and other opioids?
That I think that if people are struggling with opioid dependence or opioid use, that there's tons and tons of resources we have within the county. We have our friends at the COPE program, Aspire, which is our mental health service within the county. So we have tons and tons of great resources in the county to help people with their substance abuse disorders.
Great. Jim, thank you for joining us. Sorry it's on this note, but best of luck in battling it on your end.
Oh, thank you.